Hi guys, welcome back to the Big Band Theory. I'm here with Modern Marriage. Hi guys.
Yeah,
Nice.
mate,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, not too bad. What do you do?
My name's Danny. I'm the drummer in Modern Marriage.
I'm Ben. I'm guitarist and the world's most miserable lead singer.
And I'm Lewis, and I play bass for the band.
Nice. So you're just the three of you, or a nice little rock band. When did you get together?
We started at the end of 2020. It was. We got together through actually Dave, our manager, getting in touch and pretty much like getting the band together piece by piece. To be honest, like he's got quite a network locally, so he's able to get in touch with Danny's dad. I think that
Yeah.
and then got in touch with Danny via him. Got in touch with me via someone he's working with on his management company. And I don't know how we got in touch with you.
I just turned up for an audition as guitarist, and then I somehow wound up singing as well.
We've got web somehow to find and Ben. So we've been pretty much all brought together, but it's not really affected the chemistry at all. Like we're all proper tightly, if I do say so myself. But I think we're all tight.
If you want to just move closer, you can.
I'll
Just show that chemistry on camera.
Yeah, I've had a wash today.
But we started obviously like the pandemic hit and everything, so it was a bit of a struggle to get into the studios in the first half of 2021. We basically were like just doing Zoom quizzes for a good half a year, and that's how we got to like get to know each other. When we first got into the a rehearsal space sometime July, I think, or June. So, you know, it was a long time coming.
So how was that, trying to like connect and get to know each other through Zoom? Because it's you can't really meet up and go for a coffee or like even just jump in a rehearsal room. So trying to get to know people through Zoom and FaceTime,
it
must have
been a
been
bit weird. Like at first, like I struggle talking to my mates who I see every day on Skype and that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know why, but no, there was, to be fair, just like quickly you just realise these boys are sound. Do you know what I mean? It's just like it was just like phoning anyone else after a few weeks of it. Do you know what I mean?
You're also like just trying to kind of you're testing everyone's waters with like your music style, because we're doing like, you know, it'd all be our turns each week to like kind of come up with 10 questions or 15 questions to kind of be the quiz master for the week. And this is in like the, you know, the middle of it all, so like Zooms are still like a massive, like everyone's sick of Zoom now. But back then, like it was kind of like a fun thing to do. So you test everyone's water with like what music they'd be into, and that's how we kind of got to know generally each other's styles as well.
Yeah, so what music are you into? I know you're a rock band, but is that just across the board what you're all into?
I'm into loads of different stuff, mate. Like my Spotify playlist, me and me girlfriend share it, and like literally you can go from like, I don't know, like Pink Floyd to someone like 21 Savage. Do you know what I mean? Just on shuffle. So it's like mine's very varied. Like
I'll go from Captain Beefheart to Captain Sensible.
I'd say Ben's got the most eclectic taste out of them all, because like he runs a record shop. So he's pretty much like spinning records like all day, every day. So he comes up with like people like, oh yeah, these are brilliant. I'm like, don't know who you're talking about. I bet they are. But for me, it's like, it's a bit the same. Like I think everyone thinks they've got quite a wide range of taste, but you know, I generally stick to like rock. Quite a lot of pop, to be honest. I love Britney Spears. I love Britney Spears quite a lot.
That's a first, I'm not gonna lie. Surprisingly, that's a first.
And if you do, you gotta own it as well. If you like Britney Spears and you shy away, then like you're not repping it enough.
You do have the hair.
Yeah, exactly.
To be fair, you do have the hair, just dyed a bit more blonde.
That's where it's going. That's where it's going.
So, obviously, you play rock and stuff like that. Is it just strictly rock, or do you sort of vary from genres when you're playing together, or?
Rock's a bit vague, really, as a concept, I guess.
Yeah, well, yeah, you get...
What we prefer to say our never done before approach to music is we like have guitar, bass and drums and attack our instruments with gusto. Nah, we go from, I don't know, we're kind of guitar-based pop, rock music, stuff like that. But we also branch out a bit. We've got a, I don't know. I hate to do this. We've got the obligatory reggae song because we obviously don't.
Mm.
If you've got an obligatory reggae song, you need to sort your lives out. Sorry, it's just not. Yeah.
Put man in the bin then. And bring that in next rehearsal.
So over the past couple of months, the end of 2021, you started playing your first couple of gigs, if I'm not wrong. What were they like? Where were they at?
Well, our first one was on December 9th, I believe. We ended up playing our first 3 within 7 days. Somehow.
Wow.
Well,
Big week.
great week to be
Yeah.
fair, but our first one was actually in the Cavern Club, which I felt very lucky.
Yeah.
That was our first gig, to be honest, like historic venue and that, you know what I mean? And when we were on, there was good, like, say, 100 people at least watching us, you know what I mean? It felt good, to be fair. And, like, we were supporting Alan McGee.
Yeah.
On that night, he was doing, like, a question and answer sort of thing, and he used to manage Oasis and the Libertines, so, like, obviously getting to hear him speak about stuff like that was just really interesting, you know what I mean? And, like, it just felt like a bit of a privilege just to be able to, like, warm him up, you know what I mean? Just before he goes on and that.
With the blanket. The blanket.
We warmed him up real good.
Welcome, Al.
So any other gigs you've been playing?
Well, there was that week where we done the Cavern and then we done the Zanzibar, which was good. And what was it there? What was the place we went to?
Jimmy's,
Yeah, it was Jimmy's. So that was quite like a busy week. And this month we went down to Chester to play Alexander's live, which was quite a fun experience. Danny'd never been out to Chester before. So
lovely place, to be fair.
went to some quite old looking places, got some nice food in us.
Yeah, some
That got
pubs
his
going.
gig ready.
Yeah. So over the course of the next year, what are you up to? Are you doing any singles? And what is your plans for the next year?
Plans put 3 EPs out hopefully, and then potentially album end of the year. And just see where it goes really. I mean, I guess the ambition is to see if anyone's vaguely interested in 3 slightly sarcastic individuals with strange lyrical songs. But if they're not, then take it from there. But
it's a bit of a weird one these days, isn't it? Because like your plans were releasing music, like so many bands have to kind of like consider like algorithms, Spotify algorithms, what's like the best thing to do. I think that's where the freedom comes in of like being independent, is that you can kind of decide what way you want to do. And I think like it's kind of not quite old school, but it's good to like have like that kind of format of releasing EPs that way, when kind of imagine if we were signed up, it'd be a fella being like, right, get this one song out this year, get this other song out the next year, and then maybe 4 years down the line you can get your album out. And we've got too much like music to really do that, and we're just dead excited about getting it out there, so we want to do that as quickly as possible.
Yeah, like we've got an album's worth of songs basically. It's a little bit frustrating not having the immediate finances to go and record them all, but yeah, like hopefully we should be able to afford to get them all out before the end of the year, fingers crossed. And COVID
stays away. So what influences tend to strive into your music? Like who influences your music?
My songwriting's been described as a combination of Paul Weller and Nigel Blackwell, and that's half the Jam, half Man of Biscuit, or a Jammy Dodger.
Like there's definitely a lot of that. We all bring out like different things from each other. So I'll come in with like either like something on guitar or something on bass. And the few like examples we got now, like I brought in a bass when I was like really into this band called Viagra Boys. They were like this Swedish post-punk band. They got some pretty heavy bass riffs, so I brought something in with that, and we.
Are they actually called the Viagra Boys?
Yeah, isn't it?
Have you played Crash Bandicoot?
No.
It sounded like something off.
They don't sound like Crash Bandicoots.
No, they don't. But that riff that he brought in did.
And I like a lot of kind of like dream poppy stuff. The kind of like really like sounds like bedroom pop, like kind of slow reverby stuff. So I've brought like an odd thing in here or there, and we try and work around that while bringing in each other's kind of likes the mix?
The question is very easy to talk too much on while saying too little, but I don't know. We all kind of bring our own flavour as a musician in it, I guess you'd say. And yeah, we all like listening to certain things, and like I don't know, you kind of play all of the styles you like at the end of the day. So it's, I don't know, the best way to say it is listen to something we do, and then you just go, oh, he's obviously been listening to such and such. He's obviously been on his Britney Spears CDs again.
The feedback from our first few gigs was like most people were saying they sound like The Jam. And
Yeah.
and then obviously Ben said before his songwriting sounds half like that as well, to be fair. So
Mostly by accident.
In terms of like inspiration as well, like I've took it before with like a certain song where I basically just grabbed a load of like song titles that I liked and made just like lyrics out of them, so it could be as direct as that, really, just like scrolling through a playlist, grabbing a song title and being like throwing that in a lyric and just making a song out of that.
Nice. So we talked about your influences and what kind of music you play, but you've got a song that I want to kind of talk about here called Lobster Pot.
We like chips. No, it's about not the current mayor of Liverpool called Joe Anderson, her predecessor.
Right.
You don't want to know what the original title was.
I kind of do.
It involved the type of establishment the Lobster Pot is, and breasts. That's
Working title.
yes, working title.
So you're gonna have to like expand on this song. You can't just say, yeah, it's about Joe Anderson and something about breasts.
I wrote it in 5 minutes. I don't know. I was asked to turn up with a riff for me audition for the band, so I just wrote the riff for it, and then I was like, okay, what can I make it about? And in the news that week, it was Liverpool had just been stripped of its funding as capital culture status and all that, and his Jonas was very in the news. So I just figured, okay, let's have a 5 minute rambleness about that. And then I turned up to the audition, and it turned out that the original singer of the band was called Joe Anderson.
Oh.
So I didn't finish the song for about another 2 months. That's a shame.
But as well with that song in particular, like I feel like Liverpool has a kind of like culture within itself that's like so funny. Like you see it with like all like the memes on Instagram and that, and I don't think like that's being taken to song as much as it should do.
Got a song about old middle-aged Mancunians. With Daft Air.
It's kind of like it's very like biting, like it's biting satire. I think we're all a bit cynical of like things, or at least like that's where I perceive it going from, but also like funny as well. Like at least I think like songs like Salford Dad's Club and Lobster Pot, I think they're funny.
Right, this next bit should be fun. How competitive are you?
I fawn over, mate.
Mildly.
Depends on my mood, or if Chamber are playing or not.
Can't be too competitive if you support Tranmere, to be
Nah,
fair.
you can't
Exactly,
be
like
real.
it goes downhill at my competitiveness at 3 o'clock on a Saturday.
Shame, to be fair. Like.
As soon as you see Oldham Athletic come over the hill.
Oh.
Not them.
Right, so if I said to you I was going to play a little game, yous are all against each other. What's the rivalry there?
Tell you what, we're used to that kind of thing with the quizzes, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never did any of these quizzes because I joined after they were a thing. I turned up at the end
You
of
probably would have dipped
lockdown.
if you were there for them, like you.
I
Well,
got,
no, this is
I got
where you find
smashed
out,
every
so-
week, like, every week.
This is where you find out how useless I am at quizzes, I take it.
Right, so I'm going to give you a random line of a song. Hopefully there'll be songs you know. I try and always bring songs that you know. But we'll go with it. And they're going to be just random lyrics.
Are they read out? Yeah.
Yeah, they're
You're
read
not
out.
singing them, are
No,
you? Oh,
They're not our lyrics, are they?
no.
I need the melodies.
Big
Hubris
wheels.
at the highest order.
Big wheels keep on turning. And it's not what you think it is.
See, like, apart from competing against each other, I just want us as a band to do well with this kind of thing. If one of you's have got the answer,
Well, you've said it's not what I think it is, so.
I know exactly what popped in your head straight away, and it's not what popped in your head.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Proud Mary came in your head.
Of course it did, yeah.
I'll give you. All right, that was a bit of a cheat line there. I miss Alabama once again, and I think it's a sin. It's the same song.
Oh, it's Sweet Home Alabama.
What's the next line?
Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to see my kin.
Yeah, I give you that one.
He's an encyclopedia, this fella, you know. Like, you
Do you know who the artist is, though?
Go on, Lou. Fine, Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was going to say that, but I didn't want to, like, cock up such a massive tune. Like, if I would have said, like, AC/DC, I would have been in for it.
Oh, yeah, you'd have been, yeah.
No, they're probably bottled it and said
This is the
Skynyrd
point.
Leonard or something like.
This is the point where I call them DC again.
Right, so you're winning 3-0 up to now.
Oh, so 3 points, is it?
It's a point. It's a point for the next line,
Oh,
the
yeah.
artist, and the title.
Told you, like, clean sweep.
All right.
Right,
Trying
next
to give you
song.
one.
Next song. Gina works the diner all day, working for him, man.
Union Middle Strike.
No,
Fuck.
you know what it is.
Down on his looks, so tough.
No.
Yeah, wrong bit. Anyway, it's living on a prayer.
It's living on a
Bon
prayer.
Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
I'm not going to say again.
I just
No,
looked that.
you
Like,
Jovi.
got
All
that
day.
first. But what's the
Snuff
next
it,
line? You
yeah.
can still get the next line.
I hate Bon Jovi.
Gina works the diner all day, working for him, man. 5.
She's down on a look again.
No. 4,
It was don't know.
3, 2. She brings home a pay for love.
All right.
So it's 4-1-0. Come on, lad.
That lyric is an absolute embarrassment to itself. She brings home a pay for love. That's inverse prostitution. I'm sorry. No, I'm not having that.
Always, John.
No. Yeah.
Too high, can't come down.
Can you sing it? Can you
No.
please just like...
No. Sung it once and got laughed at.
Please try it again then.
No. Too high, can't come down.
It's too brief. that
Yeah.
one, but-
It's not. It especially shouldn't be for you.
Brittany.
5-1-0.
No, it's not.
No.
Toxic.
5-2-0.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it is, yeah, isn't it?
You got to at least know the next line.
It's dangerous.
So the
Sutton.
spinning round and round.
5-2-1.
All right, yes, all right, cool.
Redemption.
All right.
Right. 4th song. We've got one more after this. If I could, maybe I'd give you my world.
See without.
Nah, to be fair, I wouldn't get that off that. And
I was singing this the other day.
Just in general, or was it the song?
The song.
This is a good game, that you got us all rattled.
You're just walking down the street singing it to the pigeons.
Lad, I'm just a bottle job, me, you know.
What was it again? Torture him. Just keep saying it.
If I could.
It's Go
Maybe.
Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
What's the next lyric? So
Go on,
that'd be 7-2-1.
Baby, I give you my world.
Cracking up, shacking up so you don't see.
No.
Wrong bit. Always do that.
The next.
How could I
Yeah.
ever change the way I feel?
Yeah. Oh no, to be fair, you got the other bit wrong. It's how could I, but it's when you won't take it from me. But I'll give you the how could I because it is on the when could you when you won't take it from me is it on a different line.
Does everyone actually know all the words in order to it? Like unless you have actually attempted to sing it, in which case no one does in the right
So
key
it's
anyway.
7-3-1. Now this last song,
So Ben's already won.
yeah, Ben's already won, but
Okay, I'll retire.
but second place is still up for grabs. When you could have it all.
So come on, get it on.
No.
Don't know what you're in for.
Nah, come on, there's got to be another bit to that. You held me in suspense then, and I was like, go on, say the next bit, because I thought that would be the key.
We could have it all.
Your empire of dirt.
No.
You could have it all.
We could have it all.
If it wasn't that, then I don't know, I think.
See, Ben, I thought you'd have got this one.
It's quite brief.
I thought
You
it was
never know whether
Shine.
he's got it or he hasn't, because he'll sit there wading back now and neither of us will get it, being like proper Mr. Burns fingers, and then he'll whip out the answer.
I give you a different line then. When you have my heart inside your hands. But Ben, you're supposed to be in love with her.
Adele.
I refuse to answer.
I'll have a point for Adele, like.
I deserve a point for not knowing it.
What is that story? What is the story of you being in love with Adele?
I accidentally made national news by boycotting her from my shop. I went viral on TikTok.
The regular that she is.
Yes,
See,
of course.
when I invite people onto my podcast, I always ask for a little description, a little something you can promote, and on the description I got is Ben is in love with Adele.
I'm really not.
See, when we done our first gig,
It's a kind of love-hate
we
thing.
went into the backstage and we're all like a bit nervy, a bit, 'cause like, well, I'm sure he wasn't, because like he was like regular gigs like all the time. But we went backstage, and big up, like flown up across the wall, is this image of Adele when she was singing at the Cavern in like 2006 or something.
Doing
And,
some
like,
pose like this.
and it proper like chilled us out, because we were like, Ben.
Right, so you're going to perform a song for us. What song are you going to perform for us?
It's called Grim Up North.
And what's it about?
It's about Paul Heaton from the Beautiful South and how he wrote an absolutely horrendous song called Song for Whoever, which annoys me. It annoys me because it's a satirical song where it's got it's about a songwriter who intentionally sleeps with lots of different girls so he can write songs about the experiences of it.
So like a shit version of Mambo No. 5.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. Oh, fine, I've never thought of it that way, but yeah, I'll go with that.
So way to put it that like.
My issue with the song is, like, he dresses this song, which is a clever song idea, but he just dresses it up in absolute saccharine pop, and I can't stand to listen to it. So, like, yeah, if you hide your satire as dross, it's kind of rendered slightly worthless as satire. So I just wrote a song off a lot of funny lines that came into my head.
Why not? Why not? Well, I can't wait to hear it. And we'll be back here in a sec.
1, 2, 3, 4. The illiterates approach a beating frenzy. Doomsday draws near, it must be Wednesday. Your life is but a joke, why is my madness? And your satire is dross and it's rendered worthless. Angela, Pamela, Annabelle too. Right, you have to write that song for you. It makes me rich on radio too, as we all sing along. It's grim up north, let's go up tonight. You're going home and I'll hold you tight. It's grim up north and when you come round, you'll let your morals at the lost and found. It's grim up north, let's play that game. Gotta take away your money, wake up the same. It's grim up north, oh, no matter what, we go out tonight. If you know what Dan means. What do you mean? You're the kind who calls himself the critic's darling, but your battle of laughs is full of carling. Please don't hide from me your lack of empathy. plenty more fish in your sea of absurdity. Angela, Pamela, and L2 have written another A-suit for you. Service on the Zeus Wars, Cafe Blue. The song remains banal. Sing on down. It's Kim, I'm not, let's go up tonight. Leave your coat at home and I'll hold you tight. It's Kim, I'm not, why don't you come round? Collect your miles on the lost and found. It's Kim, I'm not, let's play that game. Don't take away your money, wake up the same. It's Kim, I'm not, but no matter what, we go out tonight. Purchased a blue plaque for your own birthplace, and helmets and Benzer just for your fall from grace. The post office is shut, no toll for your baby. Charge is short, but I'm gonna send you back to maybe Ferreira, Shaka, Tommy Vu, the snooker's on BBC2. And is that sorry? I haven't a clue. It's all wasted time. Hey, it's Grim up north, let's go out tonight. Leave your coat at home and I'll hold you tight. It's Grim up north, why don't you come round? Collect your morals at the lost and found. It's Grim up north, let's play that game. Drink away your money, wake up the same. It's Grim up north, but no matter what, we go out tonight.
Right, lads, that was amazing. Where can we find you on social medias?
We've got Facebook, Modern Marriage on all of it, basically. All the handles might be a bit different because there's been some like farty little projects in 2011 have been abandoned called us. But we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. We've got a Bandcamp with recordings of our first gig done by the fantastic Paul Dulac, who took pictures for us as well. So big thanks to Paul as well. So any of those would be nice, if any of them.
And just call into Skeleton Records in Birkenhead if you want to be entertained by my attempts at sarcasm. My customer service is even better than this.
And I work in a pub in Elwood if you want a drink.
Well, lads, thank you very much for coming in. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's taylorj.music. And I'll see you all next week for another podcast. Cheers. Thanks.